Alright, home sweet home in the GamerFox world, and... uh-oh. What is that sound? Oh no. What is he doing over here? It's not supposed to be over here, it's supposed to be working. Hello? What is going on out here? And I said, bro, is that a flint and steel in your pocket, or you just happen to see me, bro?
Good one, it's funny.
Hey dude, what's going on? What do you mean, what's going on? Why are you guys still all out on my patio? I told you to get out of here once the party was over. Oh man, we've just been having such a great time celebrating the end of season 1. I guess we lost track of time, you know? Lost track of time? Dude, that was May. It's like the end of September. We gotta get going. We're supposed to be starting season 2 like now, like today. Wait, what, already? Oh man, you're telling me it's been that long? Oh man, dudes, we've been having such a party. Oh yeah. All right, well, I hate to be the party pooper, guys, but listen, we've got work to do. You guys all need to go home. Let's go. Get moving. Get out of here. Let's go. Move it on. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, man, I'm sorry that he's doing that. Listen, I'll make it up to you, all right? I'll come over tomorrow. We'll hang out. We'll have some beers, all right? You guys just go ahead. I'll catch up with you later, all right? Hey, man, that wasn't cool. Whatever. Neither is standing on the patio for 4 months having a party, all right? We got work to do, and we got a season to start. So get working and get some stuff together and meet me over in the Eastlands ASAP, all right? Yeah, alright, fine, whatever. And by the way, is it cool if I crash here for a little bit? The heat's out at 15 Foxy Road again. I'm trying to get it, like, you know, taken care of and stuff. Oh my goodness, no, you've been crashing here for too long, alright? Go get your stuff fixed, go back to your house, take your friends with you, and get them out of here, okay? Listen guys, why don't we take some of this stuff and we'll head over to my place and more partying, yeah,
Oh boy,
yeah.
This is awkward, but I'm locked out of my house. Would you mind if I crashed?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting season of Survival Minecraft. This is the GamerFox, and welcome back to the GamerFox Survival World. I'm back after a summer hiatus where I did some playing on some SMPs and I got my world upgraded to 1.17. So we've got new adventures in this new version and we even have some new friends here. Hello, Midnight. So being that we're back here in the GamerFox world, one of the big questions may be, hey GamerFox, what are we going to do in season number 2? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Having played on an SMP this summer, I really enjoyed playing with other people, interacting with people, and seeing what other people could do with their builds. And while I thought it's nice to have my own solo survival world where I'm building out my base and all the things that I'm doing here, it might also be fun to invite some people to come join us in the GamerFox world, maybe by the end of this season. So now the big question when it comes to inviting other people into my world here is how would I make it so that they would want to come and join and play here? I mean, I've already established my world, I have a base and I have some fun things that I've been doing, but how would I make it attractive for other people to want to come and join when we're not starting from a brand new world? Well, I'm going to create an area in my world here where we can have some different interactive things that people can do together. Places where we could do some PvP maybe, we can have some team collab games, we could have some individual challenges and things, and then have a central area where we could all come together and share in all these games. So I've been thinking on where I'd like to do these kind of builds, and obviously I won't do it over here in my base because this is all built out and everything like that. And this island that I built it on, I've kind of made it my own, so we're not going to do it over here. But over the summer, I was scouting out and looking at places where we could potentially do the builds, and I think I found a really good place out east of spawn past Fort Foxy. So I think we should go over and take a look at this area now. And through the power of editing, I can make it happen in just the snap of my fingers. But first, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and go ahead and leave a like on it for me. And if you have a comment or a question, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. And if you're one of the many people who are not yet a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's fast, it's free, and it helps me bring you more great content just like this. And I would really appreciate it. All that said, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And here we are back at spawn, and here is world spawn, and I built this nice building over here so anybody who joins the server can have a nice place to spawn in. My famous pillager outpost I burned down is over here. It's not rendering in. And here is Fort Foxy from season number 1, where I took on my pillager raid battles. And just a little past Fort Foxy over here is my Ravager barn. So as I executed those pillager raids, I saved some of the Ravagers, and so Fluffy and several of her friends are over here in the Ravager barn, and I haven't really thought about what I want to do with them, and oh yeah, they're not happy with me. They've been sitting here in the Ravager barn since like January or February, so they're not happy with me. I'm not going to go in there. There's a world of hurt waiting for me in there. So moving past the Ravager barn, we come to this kind of little open area where there is a little bit of greenery, and we have a lot of forest happening over here, some dense forest right here, and then we even have some waterways, and there is some hills here. If you go past this way, there are more hills. This feels like a great area to do some building this season. So looking over here, the forest gives way to a little bit more greenery, and we've got some more hills back here. And as you can see, I've started to kind of work out a little bit of an idea of where I might want to build here. I've started with this little circle right here, and this is what I think could be that central area where we would gather, and all the different things can then ring around this particular central plaza, as I'm calling it. We can have a build over here. As you can see, I have a little bit of wool right out over there. That's where I would have another build, and we'll have some more stuff out to the east over here. Further this area, there's more woods, and then some more stuff back over here where this beacon is. So let's go take a look over here. And here we have more of the ring and another marker right there. As we walk over towards the beacon, I have been marking out my area in gray wool just to kind of get an idea of the size in the area that I want to build in, and that's everything in here. So that's kind of the general area and the general plan for what we want to do. So what are we going to get started with today? Where do we begin in all this? And I think that's going to start right here. I've got a little bit of a temporary area set up right here, but I think what we want to do today is we want to start building in this area right here. Because my main base is about 1,800 blocks that way out to the west, and we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere where nothing has really been developed yet, I thought we kind of need two big things to get started here. Number one is going to be a little bit of a starter base, maybe a house, or, you know, kind of a place that we can land and call home away from home. So that's what I'm thinking we're going to do right here. You can see I've got my shulkers and everything ready, and my idea is going to be a little bit different than a normal quote-unquote starter house. Instead of building something, I would say, down here on the ground, I think for this episode, we're going to build something up in the air. That's right, we're going to build in the air for a home. I'm going to take a note from the Horizons SMP, and I'm going to take one of my RVs and put it up in the sky, being delivered not by a starship, because Justice isn't here on my server to build that, but I'm going to put together a Skylift helicopter that's going to bring my RV, and it's going to be delivering it right to this spot. So that's going to be my temporary home away from home for this season, and that's going to be build number 1 today. And again, because we're so far away from my main base, I don't really have anywhere to store everything yet. My main storage and sorting building is far, far, far away, and this RV is not going to be capable of the storage that I'm going to need. So right over here, I'm also planning to put together a temporary, well, I wouldn't even say temporary, I'm going to put together a storage building so that I can keep items over here as I'm doing my building, and also things that we could use in interactive games coming up. Right over in this area, I'd love to put together a build challenge area, and this warehouse can be where we get the supplies for those build challenges. So that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to clean this area up, and we're going to build something based on an idea that you may see in your own hometown. We're going to put together almost like a self-storage building right here. So that is the plan for today. Mobile RV, a warehouse, and getting everything set up that we're going to need for everything that we're going to need to get season 2 going and be very productive this season. So let's jump in. Let's get build mode number 1 going. Let's build my mobile RV being delivered by a helicopter right now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And here we go. The RV and the helicopter are done and built, and you really just can't get any more mobile of a mobile home than an RV being delivered by helicopter. So I really like the way this came out. Incorporated some new 117 blocks in here, no less, and I'm really happy with this build. As you can see, we are flying. We are above the ground, and the big question is, how do we get up into right now? Because, well, you know, we don't have a ladder or anything. These vines have not grown yet, so we're gonna have to try to get a rocket here so that we can get up into the RV. All right, so we're gonna have to use our impressive flying skills to come in for a nice soft landing here. And let's see, here's the platform. Can we do it? We gotta get rid of a little speed. And oh, I thought I had it. Now the trick with this one is you gotta kill some speed here as you're coming in, because you can't come in too hot. You gotta come in nice and slow. There it is. And we gotta kind of kill a little bit of speed. There we go. All right, now I think this is it. We're going to shoot for the platform, and oh, yes, very good. We got it. First try. Now, I haven't decorated the inside of the RV as yet. I do have a bunch of shulkers of things that I'm going to put in here, so I'm going to do that next. I really just wanted to get the bed set up. And there's really nothing to the inside of the helicopter itself. I'm just going to fill out the interior of the RV right now. We're going to finish this up, and we're going to make it a little more homey. Okay, so I've gone in and done a little bit of work here just to do a little bit of exterior landscaping, put some lampposts in here to light everything up, and the vines have grown, so now we don't have to go and fly around and bang our head into the side of the RV. We can just climb up those vines and we climb down those vines. Very, very nice. It is home away from home. All the creature comforts. We can sit, we can cook, we can smelt. We've got some items in here. We've got some food things and some different items. I do eventually want to finish the pathing from here to the Ravager Barn and Fort Foxy, so I'll work on that a little bit later. But this is a good start for right now. After I finish the warehouse, I'm going to finish out a little more landscaping, but I definitely want to get up there and work on the warehouse itself right now. So that's going to be our next step. I'm going to go ahead and get this area prepped and ready so we can do our second build. Let me go ahead and take care of that now. Okay, so we've got an area prepped and ready to go, and this was this was a lot more work than I was expecting. Look how many shulker boxes of materials I took out of here. We got tons of stone, tons of dirt, we got all kinds of stuff out of here. This is going to be about the approximate footprint of the warehouse right here. It's going to be a good size. Well, let's go ahead, jump in, and let's get this build going. here we are. Here is the warehouse building built. And let me know, are you sensing a little bit of a theme here? Is something maybe there's a little bit of coordination. Yes, we like to call it branding, if you will. We'll have some orange and black going on here for sure. But I really like it. I think the orange and black, it really works nicely here, especially against the wood tones. It kind of is like a really nice contrast. Again, using some of those 117 deep slate blocks, I really like how they work here. We got plenty of room to put lots of chests and storage in here, so I'm really excited about that. Now it's going to be time to fit out and finish this building. We got to put storage in here, we've got to decorate it, and we've got to do a little bit of landscaping. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clean everything up, I'm going to finish it up, and we'll be right back for a final walkthrough in just a few moments. Okay, and we're all done and set with our finishing out. We've got our detailing and interiors done. So let's turn around and take a look at what we've got. And I've done a little more landscaping here right by the lead up to the RV. I have used moss blocks. They don't stand out as much with the Optifine, better grass texture in place, but the azalea trees definitely do stand out, giving a little bit of diversity here in the look of the landscape. Found some glowberries in a abandoned mine shaft, so I'm going to start trying to grow some glowberries over here. So the RV really hasn't had any more changes. The interior is the same. Just worked a little bit more in the pathing and the lead up over here, trying to get a little better of a connection between both the warehouse and my RV, and I've done a little more landscaping over here as well. We have a nice pathway leading up to the warehouse. Now I don't want to do too much more over here just because I do have to start building out that large circle area, the kind of central gathering place, and I need to start really building that out, and also this area over here where we're going to be doing build challenges before I really do any more. So this is going to stay as is for now. It's going to change dramatically as I do more of my exterior builds out here over time. Now, if we enter, I've done a little bit of work here in the entryway, and this is mainly just going to be an area where if people come in here, I want to kind of explain that this warehouse, and I've got a book here where I'm going to write some information about, that this warehouse is primarily going to be for materials for the build challenges, but also it's going to be a warehouse for me as I'm building during the season, and this could be a place where people could even buy bulk items if I have a lot left over. I could even sell some items here eventually. I did fill out the warehouse storage floors. Now we've just got racks and racks and racks of chests. I even put a little bit of decoration in here in this wood corner. It's a warehouse building, so it doesn't have to be homey, but why not? Why not give it a little bit of ambiance, if you will? And so we have lots of storage racks and materials, and some of those materials that I was digging out before, I've started to put those in here and start to store those, and I have lots of shulker boxes left over that are now empty that I can reuse, and I did find a good way to use my beacon and also incorporate it. I buried it in the basement. In the back, we've got more storage racks. We have a machine here in case we have to get some items off the top for somebody, and I even have room if I was in need of even more storage. I could put another set of small racks, like even right here. I wanted to keep it open and not get too crowded, but I do have room to grow if I need to. And that, we're off and running now in season number 2. We have our warehouse, we have storage for all the materials that we're going to need to do our builds this season, and I also have a nice little mobile home away from home over here. I have my helicopter and my mobile RV back there so that I can still feel like I've got a little piece of home even though I'm way out in the other side of my world right now. So I hope you'll stick with me throughout this season. There's going to be some great builds that I have planned. And like I said, hopefully at the end of the season, everything works out well enough. We can extend some invites to our friends and maybe have some people come and play on the GamerFox world with us and use many of these different new areas that we're going to be setting up. I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to jump in and start getting these going. And we're really going to start hitting the road running with our next episode. I want to be sure to make a quick call out and say thank thank you to 2 people on the Planet Minecraft forums for inspirations for today's build. My Skylift helicopter was based on a Sikorsky design that I found on Planet Minecraft by the user DreamWanderer. He's got a lot of cool different like vehicle builds and helicopter builds, so definitely check his stuff out. And I also want to say a big thanks to MCReples. He has a Minecraft warehouse and logistics center map that I used to kind of get some ideas for how I wanted to fill out the interior and also how to do maybe the back portion of the warehouse. You can find both these guys on the Planet Minecraft forums, and they've got lots of other great work up there, so go check them out. And with that, we're going to bring this episode to a close. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stick around for all of season number 2 and everything that we're going to be doing here. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you again real soon.